This Airsoft GI-TV episode is brought to you in part by G&G Armament, Condor Outdoor, and Echo One USA.
Alright, what's up GI-TV? If you're noticing that there's something a little different about this GI-TV episode, but you can't quite put your thumb on it, that is because this is the very first GI-TV episode that is being filmed with an iPhone 4. In my lack of foresight in packing the stuff to go home from Irene, I put all of the cameras in a package and shipped it to us, but via UPS ground the package isn't going to get here until Friday, so I don't have any of my cameras. And the reason I did that is because I actually took all of my camera equipment and put it in my carry-on bag going to Irene, but security and TSA stopped me for having all the wires and chargers and stuff like that in my bag. They thought it was something else. So I didn't want to go through that again, so I shipped everything here. And when I got here, I realized I didn't have any cameras to film with. So I'm borrowing Zach's iPhone 4, and hopefully it works out. The subject of today's GI-TV episode is going to be the new Cybergun Thompson made by King Arms. Now, King Arms has been in the airsoft game for quite a while. They're very well known for making some of the best accessories for airsoft in the industry, and occasionally they put out a really high-quality gun. Okay, we've seen a lot of cool Noveski and Voltor replica AEGs out of King Arms, and now we have a pretty cool Thompson M1A. Now, being that this is made by King Arms but licensed through Cybergun, this is officially licensed for sale in the United States. Now, I know Cybergun, again, is another one of those companies everyone loves to hate because they don't actually make anything, but what they do is they make airsoft guns available to airsoft consumers, okay? Normally, in Cybergun's case, that means that they make a lot of cheap guns that you find at Kmart, Cabela's, Big Five, or something like that. But I actually sat down with a representative from Cybergun a little while ago, and they are moving in a direction to not make, but make available higher quality airsoft guns with legal, officially licensed trademarks to the higher end, more, I guess you could say, milsim oriented consumers. So they are looking to put out guns like this Thompson. This is going to be the first of a long line of higher quality AEGs from Cybergun that are going to be out of the box ready to go to the field, and you can play and be competitive with it. And they are making a couple of other changes too. I mean, they're kind of realizing that nobody in the competitive airsoft world chronos their gun with .12s, so you're going to start seeing things like this go away, these 516 FPS. They do, however, give you a chrono reading of both weight BBs, okay? It's obviously shooting 516 with 1.2s, but they also have it with 2.0s, and it's kind of shooting 400 FPS with that. But as far as the rest of the gun goes, the build quality is pretty solid, okay? The stock, the pistol grip, and the front handguard are imitation wood. They're not real good. They're not real wood, but I'm sure that you'll be able to find a wood kit in the near future that will fit with this gun. It feels pretty good and it looks really good, and since it's not real wood, it's nice and light. The rest of the gun, I believe, is metal. This upper receiver is metal. The barrel is metal. The magazine actually is not metal, but that, again, attributes to the very lightweightness of the gun. This is a mid-capacity magazine that holds 60 rounds, okay? Adjustable hop-up is right here in the ejection port, just like any other Thompson. It does have realistic trademarks all over the gun. Like I said, this is licensed by Cybergun. On the box it does say it shoots 400 FPS with 2.0s, but this is GI-TV, so we are going to chrono it anyway.
What's up, GI-TV? This is just a quick reminder to always have fun when you're playing airsoft, but be safe, use common sense, and follow the law. Do not take your airsoft guns out in public, especially not to school. You don't want to be the one that gets airsoft banned for everybody, now do you?
shoots around 400 FPS, exactly like the box said, with a .20 gram BB. Now, being that this is a replica of a relatively old design gun, controls are pretty primitive, okay? The fire and safe selector can be operated with your thumb probably, but it is a lot easier just to use your left hand. Same with the full auto and semi-auto selector switch, which is right here. The charging handle is on the right side of the gun, and basically it just functions so you can see the cylinder, I guess, to make sure your piston is not cocked back. But other than that, it doesn't serve any other purpose. The hop-up is adjustable right here through the ejection port, so it doesn't open a dust cover or anything like that. It's just to look cool. One other thing that I found interesting about this gun is the battery compartment, which looks like it probably is big enough for an 8.4 nickel metal hydride battery, and it does come with a large connector. So if you're going to use a small battery or a light poly with this gun, you're going to need a large to small adapter like I had to use. As you can see, the stock is pretty fancy. These are dummy screws on here, so don't try to unscrew them to get to the battery compartment. You just lift up this tab, which I believe is the opening to like the cleaning kit area on the real gun, and then you can lift and twist and you'll have access to the battery compartment. A lot more convenient than unscrewing something. There are front and rear sling mounts that you can use on this thing. This is, after all, the military model. You can check this thing out on AirsoftGI.com very soon. It's made by King Arms and officially licensed by Cybergun. This is the Thompson M1A.
Airsoft GI TV would like to thank our sponsors, G4 Airsoft, Sistema, and Mad Bull Airsoft.